The very first property says if I replace the variable, then also the value of integral remains the same. For example, my question is a से b x dx. This is my question. And if I change for certain reasons, I replace x with y, then it's completely okay in case of definite integral, because whatever the answer I will be getting, that will not be in terms of x or y, that will be in terms of the constant value. So changing the variable will not impact the answer in case of definite integral. This is the first property. For the second property, we have the limit a से b fx dx, right? If I change the limits, suppose I have the limit 2 to 3 x dx, and for certain reason I want to put 3 here, I want to put 2 here, I can do this, but I have to change the sign of integral. This is what this property says, right? Now suppose in any case I have the limit from 2 to 2. In that case, because we are finding the definite integral are used to find the area under the curves. Suppose my function starts from 2 and ends at 2, then no area will be included. So my answer will be 0. Okay? If limit is same, then answer is 0. So you can exchange the limits after changing the sign of minus sign. If it is plus, you write minus. If it is minus, you write. Third property, suppose this property generally used in case of modulus function. This is a से b fx dx. This is what we have. So suppose in a case I have the values from 2 to 5 modulus x minus 4 dx. In such a case, this property is used. In this case, what we do, we put x minus 4 equals to 0, and here I am getting the value of x as 4. That means between 2 and 5, I am getting one more value. So I can split my integral. How? First limit I will take 2 to 4, and second limit I will take 4 to 5. First limit I am taking 2 to 4, second limit I am taking 4 to 5. For the first case, whatever the values I will take between 2 to 4 for x here, the answer will always be negative. So I will take this as 4 minus x. And for the values from 4 to 5, it will always be positive. So my answer will be x minus 4 into dx. So this property tells us in between a and b, if I find a number c, in between a and b, if I find the number c, then I can split my limit into two parts. A to c, function remains the same. B to c to b, function remains the same. This is the third property. Next property, these two properties are one and same thing. But in the first property, what we are going to do, this is the limit a से b fx dx. What we are going to do, we are replacing x with sum of these two, a and b, and then subtracting x from it. That means the x is going to be replaced with this value in the limit. Suppose in place of a to b, I have the limit 0 to a and then x. So in that case, I will be replacing x with a minus x dx. So this is very important property used in maximum questions. Very important. Okay. For example, if I have 1 to 2 fx dx, so I can replace x with 1 plus 2. That means 3 minus x dx. Right? So in the questions, we will be using the property like this. Then the next thing is property number 5. Suppose we have limit 0 to 2a fx dx. So I can 0 to 2a means beech mein a, then becomes 2a na. So I can write it as 0 to a and then 0 to a. For first 0 to a, I will take the function same. For the next 0 to a, I will take f2a minus x in place of fx. This is the property 0 to a fx dx and 0 to a f2a minus x dx. But this property becomes, suppose f2a minus x in any case becomes equals to fx. Then rather than writing this, we simply write this. or if any case f2a minus x equals to minus of fx, then your answer comes out to be 0, because इसी पे डिपेंड कर रहा है ना कि अगर ये fx के इक्वल हो गया तो ट्वाइस हो गया, और अगर ये माइनस ऑफ fx के इक्वल हो गया तो आंसर 0 हो गया. So this is also the important property कि अगर 0 to 2a fx dx है तो we can write it as 0 to a fx dx, 0 to a f2a minus x dx. But if f2a minus x is equals to fx, then this property, in place of this we can write this. But if f2a minus x is equals to minus of fx, then we can write the answer as 0, because the two will cancel out and answer will be 0. So this is one property. दोनों को same हम इकट्ठे लेके चलते हैं. उसके बाद the very last property number 7. Suppose in any case I'm getting the limit from minus a to a. That means the same number, one is negative, the other is positive. So here, in such a case, the answer depends on this fx. Means if the function fx is even, then answer is this. If the function fx is odd, then answer is 0. Now, how can we find out the function is even or odd? Just by replacing x with minus x in the function. Suppose मेरे पास fx जो है sin square x है, ठीक है? And what I am doing, I am finding f of minus x. I am replacing x with minus x in my function. So it will be, you know, sine of minus x is minus sine x ka whole square, and my answer is sine square x. That means even after replacing x with minus x, my answer is fx. That means this function is even. And for even function, my answer will be this. But अगर ये स्क्वायर की जगह क्यूब होता, इसकी जगह अगर ये क्यूब होता तो इसका क्यूब होता, एंड आंसर मेरा माइनस साइन क्यूब एक्स होता, तो मेरा आंसर माइनस ऑफ एफ एक्स होता. तो ये फंक्शन कौन सा बन जाता? ऑड फंक्शन बन जाता. इन केस ऑफ ऑड फंक्शन माय आंसर विल बी. तो इसको हम क्लियर कर लेते हैं. इन द फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी हम वेरिएबल को चेंज कर सकते हैं. अगर x में क्वेश्चन है, y में, t में, किसी में भी कर सकते हैं, आंसर पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. सेकेंड हमारे पास है कि अगर हमारे पास a से b लिमिट है, उसको हम b to a कर सकते हैं. सिंपली वी हैव टू चेंज द साइन ऑफ इंटीग्रल, राइट? If the limit is same, then answer is going to be 0, because area under the curve will be 0, because there is no portion included. We are starting from a and ending with a, right? And the third property, अगर हमारे पास मॉड्यूलस फंक्शंस आते हैं, बेसिकली हम उसी में मैक्सिमम यूज करते हैं इस प्रॉपर्टी को, कि अगर मेरे पास a और b के बीच में कोई पॉइंट c मिल गया तो आई कैन स्प्लिट माय इंटीग्रल इनटू टू पार्ट्स विद द लिमिट इन फर्स्ट a to c and in second c to b. So you can split always. Then third and fourth property, if I have the limit a से b fx dx, I can replace x with a plus b minus x in my function. Similarly, if I have the limit 0 to a, I can replace x with a minus x in the function. So this is one and same property. Next है property number 5. Property number 5 and 6 all together we will do. If I have somewhere 0 to 2a fx dx, I can always split it 0 to a, 0 to a. In the first one, I will write fx. In the second one, I will write f to a minus x. But f to a minus x value decides what is the final answer. If f to a minus x is equals to fx, my answer will be twice of this value. If f to a minus x is equals to minus of fx, my answer will be 0. Right? उसके बाद property number 7. If I have limit minus a to a fx dx, then if the function is even, that means f of minus x is equals to fx, is equals to positive value, then answer will be twice of this. But if the function is odd, it means f of minus x is equals to minus of fx, then the answer will be 0.